Welcome back to the fireside, friends. I'm Nelly, the story weaver, and tonight we step away from the sun-drenched forest and gaze into the deep, dark heart of the water. Have you ever stood by a river, watched the surface glisten, and felt a cold, magnetic pull? That chill isn't just the water. It is the presence of the most beautiful, most dangerous spirit in all of African folklore, Mami Wata, the mother of the water. She offers untold wealth and beauty, but at a price too terrible to name. Tonight, we will tell the story of Ekon, the fisherman who thought he could bargain with a goddess. Stay with me, because the true cost of her jewel is a sacrifice you never see coming. Ekon lived in a small, humble village by the great river. He was a good man, hardworking, but luck was a scarce commodity. Every day, his nets came up empty, while his neighbor, Chief Baka, boasted of his brimming canoes. Ekon didn't just want wealth, he wanted respect. He wanted to escape the quiet, grinding shame of failure. This desire grew into an obsession. He would sit by the riverbank late into the night, staring at the dark currents, whispering his desperate wishes into the air. The river is always listening. One moonless night, the air grew thick with the scent of jasmine and salt. The surface of the water began to glow with a strange, hypnotic emerald light. From the river's depths emerged Mami Wata. Her skin was the color of copper, her eyes glowed like embers, and her lower half was a magnificent, glittering serpent's tail. She held a golden comb and a dazzling mirror. Ekon was instantly paralyzed, not by fear, but by absolute, overwhelming beauty. She spoke with a voice like running water over smooth stones. "Ekon," she murmured, "I see your shame. You desire respect and fortune. I can give you both." Ekon, trembling, could only nod. Mami Wata drew a single, perfect serpent-shaped jewel from her hair. "Take this," she said. "Your nets will overflow. Your house will rise higher than the chief's. You will command respect. But the wealth I give you is a secret, a contract only between us. In return, you must promise to never speak to me of your desire for companionship or love, and you must never share your story with another soul." Ekon, consumed by the promise of the jewel, agreed instantly. He swore the oath and took the shimmering, cold jewel. The spirit vanished, leaving only the scent of jasmine. Mami Wata kept her word. The next morning, Ekon's nets were heavy with silverfish. Within a year, he was the wealthiest man in the region. He wore fine silks, built a huge stone house, and everyone in the village bowed to him. He had respect, but Ekon soon realized the cruel weight of the bargain. He tried to speak of his joy to his old friend, Obi, but his tongue would only form useless sounds. He tried to explain the jewel's magic to his aging mother, but his voice would not obey. He was mute about his greatest source of pride. And the other half of the bargain, the one about companionship? The women of the village were drawn to his wealth, but when they tried to speak of love or partnership, Ekon would be overcome by a paralyzing chill. He was forced to turn them all away, remaining cold and alone in his huge, empty stone house. Ekon had bought respect, but he had traded away the language of the heart. The jewel gave him everything the world could see, but it took everything the heart truly needed. He was surrounded by luxury, yet his home echoed with a terrible silence. His wealth was not a blessing. It was a wall built of gold and loneliness. He was a king in his own life, yet he had no one to share his throne, his thoughts, or his fears. The life he had purchased was utterly solitary. One evening, he returned to the riverbank, the jewel burning against his palm. He held it up to the water, desperate to break the pact. "Mami Wata," he whispered, "I give it back. I choose friendship over fortune." But Mami Wata never reappeared. She had claimed the only payment she truly desired, Ekon's human connection. Without the promise of shared love or shared story, the jewel's magic faded. Ekon's house eventually crumbled, his wealth disappeared, and he was left once more by the river, humbled and utterly changed. The serpent's jewel teaches us that some bargains are not about what you give, but what you agree to lose. Mami Wata represents the seductive danger of instant success. It often comes with a secret price. Ekon learned that the greatest treasures in life are those that can be spoken, shared, and genuinely felt with others. The greatest wealth is not found in a golden box or a serpent's jewel. It is found in the communal heart of the village. Thank you for joining me, Nelly, the story weaver, by the fireside tonight. What do you value more than gold? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more ancient truths that guide our modern lives, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Until next time, may your path be blessed.